The wind travels a long way to get here. It sweeps across the high, empty plateaus. It carries the scent of wild thyme and dry earth. These are ancient lands. They are vast and silent. The mountains stand like sleeping giants. Their peaks are often lost in a soft, low-hanging mist. Valleys carve deep lines into the landscape. They hold secrets in their shadows. Down below, rivers flow. They are the color of melted snow and clay. Their sound is a constant, gentle murmur. It is the only sound you can hear for miles. The land itself seems to breathe. It inhales the morning fog. It exhales the golden light of dusk. To stand here is to feel very small. The sky is immense. It stretches from one horizon to the other. Clouds drift slowly, like great ships on a pale blue ocean. There are no walls here. There are no boundaries. Only the endless curve of the earth. The ground underfoot is firm and real. It is a mosaic of rock, tough grasses, and tiny resilient flowers. Each step feels like a conversation with something very old. This land does not shout its presence. It whispers. It invites you to listen closely, to feel the chill of the breeze on your skin, to understand that you are just a visitor, passing through. Below the high plains, the world changes. The air grows warmer, the land softens, it slopes down towards the sea. Here, the coast is a jagged line of cliffs and hidden coves. The water is a deep, impossible blue. It laps against the shore with a quiet rhythm. The waves tell stories of distant storms and calm afternoons. Olive groves cover the hillsides. Their leaves are a silvery green. They shimmer in the sunlight. This is a gentler place. But it is no less mysterious. The quietness here is different. It is filled with the hum of unseen insects and the scent of salt and pine. The light plays a crucial role. At sunrise, it paints the eastern mountains in shades of rose and gold. It slowly spills into the valleys. It wakes the world from its slumber. In the afternoon, the sun is high and bright. It bleaches the color from the landscape. It creates sharp, dark shadows. But it is at sunset that the land reveals its true magic. The sky catches fire. The colors are deep and dramatic. Purples, oranges, and reds blend together. For a few moments, everything is held in a state of grace. Then, darkness falls, and the land returns to its secrets. If you enjoyed exploring the mysteries of Turkey with us, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more journeys into the world's most fascinating places. Join our community and never miss an adventure. History is not confined to museums here. It is written on the land itself. Ancient stones lie scattered across the hills. They are the bones of forgotten cities. A fallen column lies half-buried in a field of poppies. A carved archway stands alone against the sky. It leads to nowhere. These ruins are not roped off. They are part of the landscape. Sheep graze among them. Children play hide-and-seek behind them. The past is not a separate thing. It is woven into the fabric of the present. It breathes in the still air. It watches over the living. You can run your hand over the surface of a stone wall. It was built thousands of years ago. The stone is cool and rough. You can feel the marks of the tools that shaped it. You can almost hear the echoes of the voices that once filled these spaces. Who were these people? What were their hopes and fears? The stones do not give easy answers. They hold their stories close. They offer only silence, and a profound sense of time. A feeling that our own lives are just a fleeting moment in a much longer story. The wind whistles through the empty windows. It sounds like a lament. In some places, entire cities are carved from the rock. They are hidden away in remote valleys. Homes, churches, and stables are all hollowed out of the soft stone. To walk through these empty rooms is a strange experience. It feels like trespassing in someone's dream. The air is cool and still. Light filters in through small openings. It illuminates faint traces of paint on the walls. A faded face, a fragment of a pattern. These were once vibrant communities. Now, they are silent witnesses to a life that has vanished. The only sound is the drip of water. It is a slow, steady pulse, like a sleeping heart. The mystery deepens with every discovery. A strange symbol carved into a doorway. A staircase that descends into darkness. A room with no apparent purpose. These places were built with great care and effort, but their reasons are often lost to us. They were not just shelters. They were expressions of a belief system we can no longer fully grasp. They speak a language we have forgotten. Standing in these silent, rock-hewn chambers, you feel a sense of awe and a deep curiosity. The people who made this are gone, but their presence is still here, strong and undeniable. Life here moves at its own pace. It follows the rhythm of the seasons, not the ticking of a clock. High on a broken column, a stork has built its nest. It is a large, untidy collection of sticks and twigs. The stork stands on one leg. It is perfectly still. It watches the world below with a calm, ancient gaze. It is a silent guardian of the village. The people look up at the stork. They see its presence as a good omen, a sign of luck and new beginnings. The bird is part of their world, as much as the sky and the soil. Suddenly another life form appears, a herd of wild horses. They move across the plain. Their movements are slow and deliberate, like a dance in slow motion. Their manes lift and fall with the wind. Their coats gleam in the sun. They are not afraid. They are simply aware. They pause to drink from a shallow stream. Their reflections shimmer on the water's surface. They are a vision of freedom, a reminder of the untamed spirit that still exists in this land. They do not belong to anyone. They belong only to the wind and the grass. Then, as quietly as they appeared, they move on. They disappear over the horizon. Even the smallest creatures have their place. A tortoise makes its slow, determined way across a dusty road. Its shell is a map of its long life. It carries its home on its back. It moves with a purpose that is all its own. In the fields, bees buzz among the wildflowers. They are busy with their work, collecting nectar, pollinating the plants. They are essential threads in the tapestry of this ecosystem. Their humming is the sound of summer, a gentle, constant drone that fills the warm air. Every living thing seems to be in its right place, following an unwritten law. This connection to the natural world is deep. It is not something that is talked about. It is simply lived. An old fisherman mends his nets by the sea. He knows the tides. He knows the habits of the fish. A shepherd guides his flock across a hillside. He knows the weather. He knows where to find the best grazing. There is a quiet understanding between the people and the land, a relationship built on generations of observation and respect. The stork on its perch, the horses on the plain, the shepherd with his sheep, they are all part of the same story, a story of survival and of belonging. The transition from the countryside to the city is abrupt. The silence is replaced by a symphony of sounds. The call to prayer echoes from the minarets, the rattle of trams on their tracks, the murmur of 1,000 conversations. The cities are alive. They are a labyrinth of narrow streets and bustling bazaars. The air is thick with the smell of spices, grilled meat, and strong coffee. It is a sensory overload. But even here in the heart of the chaos, there is a sense of mystery. A feeling that there is more going on than meets the eye. People move with a purpose. They walk quickly through the crowded streets. Their faces are often serious, intent. They seem to carry the weight of history on their shoulders. They are navigating a world that is both ancient and modern. A shop selling the latest smartphones sits next to a workshop where a man hammers copper by hand. The new and the old exist side by side. They do not always blend seamlessly. They create a tension, a sense of a world in transition, a place that is still figuring out what it wants to be. In the courtyards of the old mosques, there is a different atmosphere. Here, the noise of the city fades away. There is a feeling of peace and contemplation. Old men sit on benches, their hands resting on their knees. They watch the pigeons. They talk in low voices, or they simply sit in silence. Their faces are like maps, etched with the lines of long lives. They seem to hold a deep well of knowledge, but it is not a knowledge that is easily shared. Their eyes hold a certain distance, a private wisdom that they keep to themselves. The markets are a theater of human interaction, a place of commerce, but also a place of ritual. The way a shopkeeper offers you a glass of tea, the way he carefully wraps your purchase, it is a slow, deliberate process. There is a formality to it, a sense of tradition. But beneath the polite smiles and the friendly gestures, there is a barrier, a subtle reserve. It is not unfriendly, but it is there, a line that you cannot cross. You are a guest, you are welcome, but you are not one of them. The true life of the city remains just out of reach, a secret whispered in a language you do not understand. Encounters with people are frequent. They are almost always warm, a smile, a nod of the head, an offer of help. In a small village, a woman brings you a glass of cool water. She does not speak your language, you do not speak hers. But the gesture is clear. It is an act of simple, human kindness. She smiles, but her eyes are deep and thoughtful. They seem to be asking questions. Who are you? Where do you come from? What do you think of our world? The smile is a welcome, but the eyes hold a world of unspoken thoughts. You are invited into a home for a meal. The hospitality is generous, the food is plentiful and delicious. Your hosts make sure you are comfortable. They treat you with great respect. They ask you questions about your family, about your home. They listen politely, but they reveal little about themselves. They talk about everyday things, the weather, the price of tomatoes. They avoid deeper subjects. Politics, religion, personal struggles. There is a boundary, a polite wall that you are not invited to look over. The warmth is real, but it has its limits. There is a powerful sense of community. Neighbors know each other, they help each other, they share in each other's joys and sorrows. You can see it in the way they interact, the easy familiarity, the shared jokes, the quick knowing glances. It is a closed circle, and you are on the outside. You can observe it, you can admire it, but you cannot enter it. This is not a deliberate exclusion, it is simply the way things are, a result of a shared history, a shared culture, a shared understanding of the world that you, as an outsider, can never fully grasp. This duality is at the heart of the mystery, the combination of openness and reserve, of warmth and distance, of welcome and privacy. It is confusing, it is fascinating, it makes you want to understand more. But the more you try, the more you realize how little you know. The people are like their landscape. They have a surface that is beautiful and inviting, but beneath that surface, there are hidden depths, canyons of history, rivers of tradition, a complex inner world that is not easily revealed. The smile is genuine, but the soul remains guarded. As time passes, the feeling of mystery does not fade, it deepens. Every conversation, every observation adds another layer to the puzzle. Nothing is simple, nothing is straightforward. The country feels like a poem. It is full of powerful imagery and deep emotion. But its meaning is not always clear. It can be interpreted in many ways. And perhaps that is the point. Perhaps it is not meant to be solved. It is meant to be experienced, to be felt. The land itself seems to hold the final secret. It has seen empires rise and fall. It has absorbed countless cultures. It has witnessed endless cycles of change. Yet, it endures. The mountains remain. The sea still crashes against the shore. The wind still blows across the plains. There is a resilience here, a strength that is both ancient and timeless. It is a land that knows how to keep its secrets. It has had a lot of practice. The answers are not in the books. They are in the soil, in the stones, in the silent gaze of the people. You leave with more questions than you arrived with. What is the source of this quiet strength? What is the meaning behind the sad, beautiful music? What do people truly think behind their polite smiles and watchful eyes? The country does not give up its secrets easily. It offers you its beauty, its hospitality, its history, but it keeps its soul to itself. It is a gift that must be earned, and perhaps it can never be fully owned by an outsider. It can only be glimpsed, in fleeting moments, and so, the journey ends. But the search for understanding does not. The images remain, the vast empty landscapes, the silent ancient ruins, the storks on their nests, the faces of the people. They are all pieces of a puzzle that you can never quite put together. Turkey remains an enigma, a place of profound beauty and deep mystery, a land that welcomes you with open arms, but never fully lets you in. It leaves you with a sense of wonder, and a quiet, lingering ache of unanswered questions. A story without a final chapter,